we're going to have a brief introduction to Jupyter Notebooks. And to do that, we're going to use a program called Google Colab, which is my favorite Jupyter notebook. So, and hopefully everybody has a Google account of some sort. So if you go to Google Colab, which is short for collaboratory, meaning a bunch of people working on scientific stuff, Jupyter notebooks are used quite a lot in scientific computing, statistical computing, data science. They're kind of handy. They're like a scientific notebook. So you go ahead and go to Colab and log in with your Google account, whatever that happens to be, which mine automatically logged me in. And I think it comes up to this part once you get logged in the first time around. I don't remember. It's been a long time since I first logged into this. Regardless, what we want to do is, and you may automatically come up to this welcome to Colab one too. It's my guess. This may be where you get started. What we want to do is create a new one. Whatever you're doing, we're going to go to File and New Notebook. And where your notebooks automatically get stored is in your Google Drive. So that's nice. It makes them portable and easy to get to on any computer. So I'm going to do a new notebook in Drive. And it actually creates a little folder called Notebooks, and that's where they get stored, which is kind of handy. Makes it easy to find them. You don't need that. To give it a better name other than Untitled 0, I'll just call this my first notebook. No, not my first notebook. My first notebook. Now, when you press enter, that renames it in your Google Drive as that. How we doing, everybody? Everybody have a Google notebook? You doing okay, Eliza?
No.
Is that a yes or a no?
No.
Go to Google Colab to start with.
I just don't know like how you approaching to this part.
Do you have a Jupyter notebook has two major pieces, text and code. So instead of starting coding right away, we're going to put in text. And that puts in a little text cell. This does also use Markdown language. So if I do that, I get a heading. So I'm going to say my first notebook. And you don't press enter to put it in, because if you press enter, you get a new line. You can press escape or click somewhere else or control enter. Now there is my title. I can type in anything here I want. I don't particularly like that it's below my code, but I can move it up. If I want to edit it, I can double click in here and notice it's previewing what it looks like here. And this is what I'm actually typing. And I will say, this is my first attempt at a, I think it's Jupyter. Yeah, Jupyter. I'm not spelling it. J-U-Y-P. Yeah, I don't know how to spell Jupyter. It's not the Jupyter, the planet. It's a different spelling. Notebook. And notice I put an extra line in there. If you don't put an extra line, this is Markdown language. So then you don't, and it doesn't end up being a separate paragraph. And then I usually press escape. So this is just text. You can make notes about what you're doing. You can put in screenshots. You can do whatever you want. You're noting what's going on. You can explain your code and what's going to happen. Now, guess what type of code this is here? It is Python code. So this is, you use the same Python code we've been using all along. Hello, world. To run it, you click the little run button, or you press Control Enter. I'll click the little run button. And the first time you run something in here, it takes a second for the Google servers to spin up and do things. But I don't know how to get rid of these things. Get out of here. There, they're going. I think I'll toggle Gemini off. Oh, how do I toggle it off? There. I don't want to install NumPy. What are you doing? Okay. Good grief. So if you have a cell that suddenly appears and you don't want it, there's a delete button. So that takes care of that. Now, here is my code cell. This is the result of running that code cell. So any Python code that you've been working on, you can copy and paste into here, and most of it should run just fine. Let me find a program from something or another in the class. We'll do Joke API. Yeah. I don't want to update it right now, but you can copy and paste almost all the code that we do, and it'll work in a Jupyter notebook. So I'm going to put that in there. And let's see, where's my run button? There it is. So enter my name. Yep, see, it puts that as the entry box. Enter my name, and I'm in the United States. And this changes every time I do it. So what this is, this program is an ageify program. It does based on your name, how old it thinks you are. So it made me 72. If I want to run it again, I can run it again and say, Christy, see how old she's going to be. She's from the US. And it does make a difference which country you're from. So yeah, Christy. I don't think it is very accurate, is it? It's mostly just for fun. I don't know. They're using some sort of logic behind it, but this is just regular code and it works fine. And then you can put in, the next one could be, you can, when you click here, then you can add some text to explain what happened. You know, you can just keep going and add things all the way down. So there's either it's a code cell or it's just text to explain things. And that's the quick and easy introduction to Google Colab. Now you know.